trust me, I'm not perfect. I do what I want to do a lot of times, and this is where it lands me. I argue with God, I fight God, I test God, you know, like the limits, and you know, he always wins. Good morning, everyone. Okay, I feel like I need to make this follow-up video, blah, to kind of explain my thought process as far as why I didn't go into Arizona and why I stayed in California. Before I left, my friend had prayed for me, and she's like, are you sure you're supposed to go? I just feel like your rig is going to break down. I'm really worried about you. And I thought she's just being like a protective friend. You know, it's the mama in her. And I was just like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just had my rig serviced, everything checked out. I'm fine. You know, I just kept reassuring her. And she's like, Anna, I don't know. I just keep feeling like you're not supposed to cross the border, and you know, you're not supposed to head down there. I've never known her not to be accurate. And on the way, I said, okay, God, if I'm really not supposed to cross the border and go into Arizona and go to Quartzsite, you have my permission to let my rig break down. Obviously, that's happened twice now. And the fact that it broke down the second time, or, you know, that warning light happened right at, you know, the last city before the border, I was just like, okay, this is not a coincidence. I'm not supposed to go into Arizona. I don't know. I just took that as, okay, let's play it safe. I don't want my rig to break down in an area where I cannot get help. I cannot get a mechanic, or I would be too far from somewhere where it could get towed. I wasn't even thinking, you know, Phoenix or anything like that. I'm familiar with California, so I went with what I'm familiar with. And, you know, I have a lot of friends and family that live in California, so I wanted to stay where I felt a little bit more, I guess, at home, you know, and you've got to follow that piece. So you can't really think with, always with like your logical mind when you're dealing with the things of the spirit. So this was a spiritual path that I was taking. I mean, this whole process has been a spiritual path. So a lot of times it's like, it might not make sense. Just like when I was up in Washington and I was at a perfect location, absolutely like my favorite location in Washington. And the Lord's just like, okay, go, leave. I had just gotten there and I was planning to stay there for a week. And that's the day that I drove, and the Lord just was like, okay, pull over right here. And I just sat there like, what am I doing here? And that's the day that man almost fell off the cliff. Had I not been there to grab him, who knows what would have happened to him. So you can't always go with, I want to do this. I mean, I take that back. Trust me, I'm not perfect. I do what I want to do a lot of times, and this is where it lands me. I argue with God, I fight God, I test God, you know, like the limits, and you know, he always wins. And I always say that, like, do you want to do things the easy way, or do you want to do things the hard way? Because when you've surrendered your life to him and you've said, you know, God, you know, here I am, you know, here I am, pick me. He takes you up on it, you know, and so then it's not about your will. It's about whatever he asks, even if it looks foolish. You know, the word says he will confound the wise, right? He will take the foolish things and confound the wise. And so anyways, yeah, when this issue happened, I was just like, okay, I was warned by my friend. I prayed. It's broken down twice in a short period of time. And the fact that the first thing that broke was something that I had just got repaired, a brand new hose, and it breaks. So I was just like, okay, what are the chances? You know, it also made me realize, like, you're never safe, especially if you're not in the will of God. I always say, I'd rather be in the wrong place where there could be chaos, whatever. If God calls me there and he's protecting me and he's with me, I'll be protected. I'll be fine. versus what I want to go do, but I'm outside of his will. I'm outside of his protection. I've done that too many times. And trust me, I'm still learning. I'm still, you know, it's still every day I'm learning. So it's not always a perfect walk, you know. A lot of times it's a hindsight. Oh, okay, I get it. And you know, you might have to circle around that mountain a few times before it's like, okay, now I get it. Okay, you know. So anyway, so that is my thought process on why I did what I did. And I am at a safe location. I feel okay. I have enough supplies. I have you know, there's people around me, there's rigs around me, there's noise, which is a drawback, but at the same time, it's like it's fine. I'm safe. I've got all the supplies I need. I'm waiting for my appointment. So, oh, the other thing was, I'm sorry, this is getting kind of lengthy. My arm is getting tired too. Doing videos is a workout on your bicep. The other thing that my friend and I prayed was, after I left her house, after we did that video together, I left her house and I just said, you know, I really need God to step in, because either I have to go back to work, which I kind of had planned to, like after the new year, like maybe February, March area, you know, just get a job for a little bit, depending. But I said, I need God to step in. You know, and I asked her, can you please pray with me and agree with me that my channel would accelerate, you know, something would happen. Otherwise, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do. And so she prayed that God would bless my channel. And then she said to me, she goes, Anna, I see your channel taken off. I see it. I see where, you know, it's going to be used for his glory. You know, it's going to be used, and just continue to do what you're doing, and God's going to bless it. It's going to happen. I see it happening. And I had gotten words even years ago, before I even started, you know, traveling or even thought of doing anything like this. I mean, I'm talking about, gosh, probably 10 years ago, I was at a church, and this woman said, I see you on YouTube. I see you, you know, teaching. I see you preaching. I see you. And at the time, I just thought, that is not me. Like, that is not me. And, you know, and then here I am. So I know that God is in this, but his timing, it's got to be his timing, you know, because it's not about me, it's about him. So, and I want to do it wisely, you know, I don't want to just do it selfishly and, you know, the wrong way. Anyways, yeah, so after we prayed, literally like the next day, my videos have been getting thousands of views. Like, it's starting to, and I got like 500 new subscribers, which usually would take me months. So, and God did it like within a week. So I wanted to explain, because some of you guys are not understanding my reasoning or my choices that I make, especially, you know, not just heading out to Quartzsite, since I can just park there for months, you know. But again, there's a reason. Anyways, I thank you guys again for your continued support, watching my channel, you know, subscribing, sharing it, and just, you know, being there for me. It feels good to know I have a really positive community that, you know, backs me up. So anyways, Roxy and I thank you. I know you guys want to see her little face. Her eye is so much better today. It actually opened up a little bit, and you know, some blood came out, and so I just kept cleaning it, and it's doing much better. So I'm going to show you Roxy, because we can't have a video without Roxy, baby. Say hi, baby. Huh? Look at your eye. Much better, huh? It's much better. It's much better. She's like, why are you talking? I want to go to sleep. She does. We walked, and she's just tired. She wants to go to sleep. She's like, this is my morning siesta. Okay. Say goodbye.